through. Has to watch this unfortunate cutscene again, so just more time lost there. Sadly, that Rufus is kind of... we're in the same area as Sunny is, but Rufus already has done the double jump tree, so is a tree up. It also has the water vein as well.
Yeah, Rufus definitely ahead in terms of his tree advantage, and he might even decide to enter Ginzo here now that he is right by the teleporter. You know, he has blue breakage, and he has some nice verticality. Meanwhile, Sunny on the right, finding his climb pickup, he now has 3 out of 3, 4 grenade jumps. We'll hopefully get to see him show those off. But yeah, looks like Rufus gonna come up here with a nicely done grenade jump to grab his mega health. And he's gonna head over towards Ginzo. We'll see if he decides to enter it or not.
Yeah, so you could say that this is a technical kind of possible way for Rufus to both clear all the right side trees and make his way through to the left side by stomping the peg and valley entry, and then using grenade jumps to get through that kind of spike area that leads to the main valley area. We'll see kind of how it unfolds and how comfortable he kind of is with doing that. But yeah, we'll be just heading into Ginzo right away. Meanwhile, on the right, Sunnymuffin grabs the Swamp TP, a nice call there, because we'll use that Swamp Teleporter later to gain access to the final escape. But now that he saw he has that 4 energy, can head into Grotto via Death Gauntlet.
Yeah, I like this play as well. He's able to get a nice number of pickups here in the Death Gauntlet. It's a nice dense area as well. And he actually finds a 4th mapstone. We have only seen up to 3 of them put in, so maybe we'll see something spicy here on mapstone number 4. So Sunny's going to be descending down to where we've already seen Rufus do a good amount of digging. Hopefully Sunny's able to find that glide that Rufus found, as well as the water vein, both of which we know are in the lower Grotto vault area. And since Sunny has more than 4 energy, hopefully we'll see him decide to go down there and get those checks done.
Yeah, for sure. And Rufus actually has plenty of keystones. Is a little bit has an upper hand, in which case, because Sunny had to spend 4 of the keystones to get through Spirit Caverns, but Rufus opted not to, so is up 4 in that regard. So yeah, if he wants to, can even head all the way up through Ginzo if he elects to. We already know, again, Sunstone cannot be here, so there's no big miss if he decides, no, I'm not going to. But it's very dense up here, so I'd like the idea of saying there's a lot of areas I could do. Let's see what could be potentially up in the top of Ginzo.
Yeah, getting all the way up through Ginzo is definitely a viable play with lots of pickups up there. There very well could be something nice. However, once we get past the Bash Tree, we don't really need to be in Ginzo necessarily. So we'll decide if Rufus decides to take that little bit of extra time to clear out some more in the Ginzo tree. He does find another mapstone as well. That is a 5th mapstone. Finds it on the Bash Tree. He also finds the Goomon seal. Okay, well, we have the Forlorn teleporter. We have the Goomon seal. That's access into Forlorn.
Yes, it is very exciting. We'll have to see if Rufus opts to. Kind of one thing I guess we haven't been seeing a lot of yet is health. Sunnymuffin's only at 4, and Rufus looks like he has a lot of health, but that is a lot of mostly a mega health that he found next to Ginzo. So I believe that gives you 5 additional on top of the ones you have. So I believe he might also have 4 to 3 health cells. So not a lot of health going around here. And the final escape still has dirty water, and we do not have ultra defense. So we'll have to definitely keep digging in the regard of getting some more health cells. Oh, okay. Rufus has 6. Okay, a nice few health cells for Rufus.
Yeah, 6 is definitely doable, especially if we are able to get up to Ultra Defense at the very top of the green tree in the ability menu. That would be very, very nice. Sunny did find his glide. We'll see if he also doesn't look like he found his water vein, but you know, he's right by it here. Yeah, he's going to take the quick few seconds to grab that as well. Do some nice stomps here onto the spikes. We'll see if he altars out of here, or no, it looks like he's going to do a grenade jump. It looks like he's going to grenade jump to get out of here. Very nicely done.
The shortest grenade jump I've ever seen. It goes from to the right of that wall to the left. Very nice.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Exactly. So Rufus here is heading through Death Gauntlet now after he's finished with Ginzo, made it through to this second room, but that was it. He's sitting on 11 ability points, so if he wants to, could get that Ultra Defense soon. I'll have to see where Rufus intends to go next. I would say Swamp area is a good idea. We can get our access via the upper swamp method.
Yeah, or even the lower swamp, because we do have charge jump as well as climb and some blue breakage. So we are able to get over there if he wants. Either way is a perfectly valid way of getting into swamp. It's hard to say which one would be faster, but both of them do have access to a number of pickups. So looks like Rufus is going to opt for the lower entry. He's going to check this plant down here. Some more energy. We're doing pretty good in terms of energy, so you love to see that.
Yeah. Might be a little bit of technical difficulties here. We'll have to, don't worry, we'll get that up shortly. But it's definitely an interesting scenario because you could definitely say Rufus is in the lead. But Rufus did note that he's not really comfortable with grenade jumps, whereas Sunny was excited for grenade jump seed. So if Rufus wants to be more thorough here, maybe to find a bash or a dash, whereas Sunny just says, I'm just going to use the grenade jump stomp method I have to get to left side. That could be a potential big save to get back in this race for him.
Yeah, that grenade jump Triforce is going to be a pretty big difference maker in terms of this race. Grenade jumps are not quite as easy to get when you're on controller. A little bit easier on Sunnymuffin's side, since he does have, he is playing on KBM. So please bear with us here, folks. We're working to get streams back up. In the meantime, you get to just, enjoy the lovely sounds of Clean and my own voice.
Yeah, like a podcast. Hope you all are having a great evening. We've had some fun races. I guess while we're here, we could kind of talk about the other races we go on. We have a good few other races as well. I believe we have 2 on Monday, featuring specifically Poogle and Aero Racer, as well as another one which has slipped my mind.
That one's actually my race, me versus Gecko. That one will be at 8 p.m.
Oh, very exciting. So yeah, don't worry, we have a lot of Ori, both tomorrow as well as in the coming up this week. So you can use exclamation point or a rando to keep in touch with kind of how the standings are going, the bracket, as well as when you can see potential matchups coming up.
Yeah, don't want to miss out. We got plenty of Ori coming your way. Meanwhile, looks like we are back in terms of streams. Rufus looked like he was able to grab that stomp tree, and Sunny is going to be right behind him. He's going to be heading that way as well. He's going to be taking the upper route to get there. So we're going to get a look at some other pickups that Rufus did not check, or at least we did not see Rufus check. Meanwhile, Sunny's going to be able to check his 5th mapstone here. Rufus was only able to put in 3 of them, but he has 4 more remaining. Nice grenade jump there on Sunny's side.
Very nice. And yeah, these mapstones are always so weird. We get so many of them. The one time that, there's nothing on mapstones, we get 1 million of them. Then the time that something important's on mapstones, we get 0. Why does this always happen to us?
Yep. That's kind of how rando be sometimes. Ooh, Rufus coming down here into lower Blackroot. I like this play. He's getting a couple quick checks. Wonder if he's going to take... No, he's just going to do... Well, he's first going to run into a quick Frankie. He's going to probably utilize his 15 ability points here in a moment. After he gets some more checks out of the way, he's going to head over and collect his grenade tree. I like that play. It's not quite in logic since we don't have dash, but we're able to get over there since we can just zombie our way, saving the game when we die and tricking the game into thinking that we're still alive. Yeah. Meanwhile, Sunny collecting his stomp tree. Very nice.
Specifically, that pickup is actually in logic since we can essentially get past the kind of the main laser up top. That's kind of the one laser that isn't really restricted in a kind of vertical sense like this laser is, that Rufus is going to probably have to do a little bit of some zombie Ori tricks to get through. Yes, he's going to set up for that. Takes 2, gets in there very nicely done. It can get to his last right side tree, and this is kind of a big moment to keep an eye on Rufus. What will he do after this? We can technically get to the left side with some very, very tight shenanigans of grenade jumping and through the stomping peg of Valley entry. But if he's not comfortable and wants to do a little bit more digging, we'll have to kind of wait and see what he intends to do there.
Yeah, this is a pretty important point in the race where we figure out what's going through Rufus's head. He does find a nice wind restore. That'll be helpful in ascending our valley once we go up to get to Sorrow. He's actually going to make his way through these lasers what looked like a second time there. That's a pretty difficult setup to do with just charge jumps, so very nicely done on his end. We see him actually leveling up his purple tree as well as his green tree. I wonder if he's making the play for sense. Interesting.
Yeah, opted to go towards Ultra Spirit Magnet, and that's kind of the part of the purple tree that many even just like to go for, because all four of those skills are very nice. Gets pretty much all the XP and health, kind of just draws to you wherever it is on the map. So I like, most people always opt to kind of go to that point. But yeah, going past that is when the abilities start to cost a lot more in that tree. So that's definitely kind of the big note of, or the big hint that, yeah, I might be going for sense. This is definitely interesting. If he opts to go not for ultra defense, the swim is dirty, but I believe with that health he can get past. But I don't believe he'll be able to take any damage boost in the final escape with that health.
Yeah, and with this current moveset, that will be pretty difficult to do. If we think about what's in the final escape, that will be tricky. He probably will need to get at least maybe at least like one more skill, or potentially some more health or ultra defense. And it looks like he's actually going to go for a grenade jump here to cross over the Grove teleporter. Taking a couple tries to set it up, no problem. There he goes, very nice. Looks like he might actually attempt to do the zombie that we were talking about earlier. This is an interesting play, I kind of like it.
Yeah, at this point you kind of have to say to yourself, you either kind of dig for either a left side teleporter or bash, which one of them's got to probably be on the right side still. But at that point, kind of what's the payoff there? Potentially digging to risk some time loss that your opponent could be catching up if Sunny's more confident with this. So going to opt to say, go ahead. So we'll see kind of how he attempts this. I believe these spikes do 3 damage, so he could take 2 hits before he has to potentially use a zombie.
Yeah, this will be pretty tight on his end, but he should be able to make it through with that nice number of ability points. Looks like he's going to even attempt a grenade jump to get himself up there at the start. And meanwhile, on our right side, Sunny did find his Gumon seal. He seemed pretty excited, or maybe frustrated, to find that pickup there in Ginzo. He looks like he's going to kind of follow the same ideas that Rufus has. Looks like he's going to head over down at least towards lower Blackroot, probably get this tree out of the way as well. He has a fewer amount of ability points though, so this might be a little bit more difficult on his end.
Yeah, you definitely said it. Rufus is essentially trying to get his health up to full. There you go. The fish was unable, letting him to save. Is not actually opting to zombie. Is saying I can get through this with just 2 hits. And oh my goodness, he does! Makes it through, and the save. Wow, that was very nicely done.
Excellent work. That was really, really cool to see. I love the confidence there on Rufus's side.
Yeah,
while that was happening. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, kind of the mention that Rufus was not incredibly comfortable with the grenade jumps, but he's pulling them out here today. It's just a nice showing.
Yeah. Very nicely done on his end. He's going to have to do a little bit more awkward maneuvering here to ascend this cavern since he does not have bash. This is going to be tricky, yeah. Meanwhile, Sunny collecting wind restored on the right. He's going to be doing another grenade jump here to try and get set up for the grenade tree. Looks like he's going to actually take the time to check what's over here at this grenade lock to pick up. I don't know if we saw that on Rufus's side, so we might be seeing something we haven't done before.
I don't believe we did. Oh, Sunny got stuck. The cutscene kind of makes you stop your movement, and I think he was in midair when he got stopped, so had to fell back down, but was able to make his way up. And oh yes, that wind restore pickup coming in, super useful here. And Rufus is come up here, stomp these rocks, and he has access to the left side. That aggression from Rufus was killer, and it was definitely such an important, crucial part of this race. If he was not feeling feeling the potential grenade jumps and very tricky movement to get through there. Only having to be able to take 2 damage boosts. But wow, he just made that look like clockwork. That was just so good.
Yeah, definitely agree there. He's able to get his feather. Meanwhile, Sunny is collecting his grenade tree. Sunny's going to be about 1 tree behind, but they're pretty much on equal footing in terms of skills. So it's still doable for Sunny to make this time up. Meanwhile, Rufus is going to be ascending using that wind restored. He's going to make his way up into Sorrow Pass. Rufus does know, of course, that the Sunstone isn't Misty, deciding, you know what, we're going to save Misty for later. There are a couple pickups maybe he doesn't want to think about where, Sunstone could be. Maybe he wants to save that for last in the hopes that maybe he'll get something else to help make Misty a little easier. And meanwhile, we have Forlorn from Sunny. I love this.
Yeah, this is totally in logic. We found this just past the bash tree, so there's a good chance that something is here. So that our actual left side intentional logic, either a teleporter, probably might most expect to see Sar TV rather than Valley, but you could also see bash here. So this could again hugely make up and make his left side easier. But Rufus has already done it, and I knew it. There it is. It's
oh
bash.
My god. Wow! Oh man, that is a spicy spot for Bash. That's gonna make the rest of the seed a lot easier for Sunny's. For on Sunny's side, that is a oh man, that's a good one. Nicely done, Sunny. You knew that Forlorn. We had both parts that we needed to get in. There's got to be something there. I don't know if Rufus is gonna make that same play. I kind of doubt it.
Yeah, Rufus already have his access to the left side. He has 1 tree left, which is the Misty tree, which he can get through pretty nicely. And there's a few specific grenade jumps that can make it a lot easier. Is going for the opt to use one to enter, and nice. We have a crazy interesting scenario because Sunny has bash, so his final escape is very much not a problem at all. It's just a matter of time to see how Rufus can get through it. And wow, look, it's our wall jump at 35 minutes. Not bad.
Nice. That's always a fun spot to find wall jump.
Yeah, definitely a soul read for Sunny. We'll have to ask him if he kind of saw the Guan seal and thought to himself, oh man, that's probably the progression, right?
Yeah. Meanwhile, Rufus is going to have to check just about everything here in Misty. We do know Sunstone is here somewhere. Ooh, what if Sunstone is on Vanilla Gumon Seal? That would be brutal.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Rufus is trying to set up this specific grenade jump here to get through this entire kind of vertical shaft. It's a very precise one, and looks like he opted to try to set up the correct position, but no, it is just opting to use a charge jump to get through here. That position is very, very finicky as well. So you could definitely say that, yeah, Rufus is far in the lead, but Sunny is going to be possibly closely, kind of slowly bleeding out that time with that bash find. It's massive for Sunny's state and execution. It looks like he'll be going for a fast stompless trick as well, potentially save even more time.
Yeah, I like this play. If he's able to get a nice, quick, fast stompless, that will, let him get over there a little bit quicker. Looks like it did not pan out quite on this attempt. We'll see if he decides to head back. Yeah, he's going to head back up and maybe give it another attempt. Maybe just say, I'm just going to go ahead and, bash my way up and collect it. And meanwhile, Rufus is still digging where the Sunstone hasn't found it. If Sunstone is pretty deep, that probably is going to make things a little bit harder for Sunny to come back, since he's going to need to check all those same things that Rufus has been checking.
And also some crucial finds. Misty was absolutely loaded on health cells, so without bash, Rufus is still not really going to have a troubled time in that dirty water, because man, he's now up to 10 health, and there's just so much health in Misty. What was going on? This is where all it was.
Yeah, that'll be nice at least for Sunny as well. Getting all of those health cells, making him feel nice and comfy for the final escape. Even some more energy. Oh man, our runners are probably going to have to go through past the climb tree here. There's only one more pickup before we get to our skill location. You know, it's looking more and more like we're going to need to keep going. Yeah, unless it's on the tree, we're going to need to move past and do the second half of Misty that we don't get to see too often.
Yeah, there's a lot of fun techniques, specifically in the all skills category, which Rufus is pretty familiar with. Has been in the past tournaments for the all skills, so it's a super nice area. But we don't have kind of the two most important parts. Bash and dash make Misty so much more fun. Instead, we're gonna have to have a much more interesting grenade jump Misty, which is there's a few really neat quirky spots that you could be using to set up some interesting positions, specifically on the lasers that are coming up that kind of interchange every time you jump. But yeah, this is kind of also interesting as well. The deeper the Sunstone is in Misty, the better it will be for Sunny, because again, having bash through Misty is just so nice.
Yeah, absolutely. At this point, you know, this variable could let him get a leg up in terms of catching up to Rufus. You know, having that bash, of course, does make Misty a lot easier. Rufus is going to have to do this second half of Misty with a skill set he's probably not too familiar with. So this definitely, you know, it could, you know, allow Sunny to catch up a bit of time.
Yeah, you said it.
Yeah, this is by no means an easy section to do with the skills that Rufus has.
For sure. It is way too close to call at the moment. Is opting to, okay, nice. Charge jump damage boost off of those spikes to continue on through here. So it is not this one. I believe we are down to, I believe 5 or 6 more hiccups in Misty. We have the 4th keystone, 2 hidden experiences, the grenade locked one, as well as, you said earlier, the vanilla Gumon seal.
That would be very spicy indeed. And however, it is notable, if we do need to, you know, go to that vanilla Gumon seal location, we're going to need 4 keystones. And it looks like Rufus should be fine on that. It looks like he has a number of keystones that shouldn't be an issue. Depending how many were in the first half of Misty, it looks like Sunny shouldn't have too much of a trouble with that either, since we do just see another keystone there on Rufus's side. Yeah, looks like he's gonna place a couple more saves to get some more health back. I like that plan.
Yeah, Rufus was like so close. These spikes do 3 damage with where Rufus is now, but he had a little bit of health regen to get him through. So that was really, really nice. But it's just crazy how Sunny is just slowly catching up time. He gets the grenade jump in this vertical room, so he catches up some time there. Rufus was just opted to do some charge jumps up this room, but it's getting crazier and crazier deep in Misty here. This is where the race kind of comes down near the end.
Yeah, this is, of course... Oh god, there's dash! What? Who put that there?
Well, that's not what we want. But there it is. He's opting to immediately, boom, ultra defense right away. So Rufus has gotten that. Also, crazy situation. Bash makes this pickup in the tree so much more easier, but he does not have bash. So I think he has to either do a grenade jump here to potentially get in there. Oh man, this is getting kind of scary. Sunny is slowly closing in second after second.
Yeah, if this is where the Sunstone is, this is really, really bad for Rufus. Because he's going to have to, find some other skill to come back and get this Sunstone. If that's where it is. But, if he decides to move on past it, which it looks like that might be what he's doing here. No, he's just trying to get a different angle for a rocket jump. Being unsuccessful right there.
I believe this is a grenade jump angle. Very, very, very small angle that you can use to get it. Because I don't know if rocket jumping here works. It's like these mortar worms are just not close enough in the slightest.
Yeah, Rufus is going to have to either hope that it's not on that pickup and just check the next 2. However, that would almost require him to check the Gumon seal, and if it's not there, then he's really in a pickle. Or he's going to have to keep trying for this grenade jump.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Sunny has his 10th tree. He's catching up.
Rufus's spot is just no means an easy one. He is opting to make the difficult decision of skipping that pickup. It's like you never want to see that, because that has a 33% chance that has our Sunstone. And oof, you definitely wanted to hope. And Bruce's sake, that's not where it is. He's gonna check 2 more. We have the grenade lock pickup here, but also we have the very long trek of the Gumon seal.
Yeah, and if it's not on this next pickup, Rufus is gonna have to do that Gumon seal hike. And if it's not there either, then this is gonna be really sad. Yep, it's not there. All right, we're gonna walk the orb. We're gonna do it. Oh man, this is.
Gets a nice mini boss cycle. That's very nice. You love to see something like that. So Rufus pulling out some skills here in this final bit. But yes, 50-50 chance. Rufus is either bailed out and the Sunstone is not there, or Sunny catches up and takes this lead with that bash find. Is going to have the very fun trek of using this lantern to clear the Misty of its mist, and we can get our Gumon seal, or potentially our Sunstone.
Yeah, this is such a wild predicament. You know, Rufus has no idea if this is going to be what he needs to do, but he has to do it in the dire hope that it is. Meanwhile, Sunny's able to check this pickup here. He's going to collect this first one on the right before doubling back over for it.
Yeah.
All eyes on the right here.
Is this our Sunstone? Even without like double jump, this trick up's not easy at all. They're both checking different pickups. One of them's a Sunstone. I don't know which one it is.
Oh my gosh. This is so tight. Okay, he grabs the shot. He's just barely missed that double bash. Come on, Muffin. Come on, Sunnymuffin.
It looks like we're gonna get our check-in from Rufus first.
And
it's not the Sunstone!
No!
The Sunstone is where Sunny is. It's right above him, and even when he has bash, it's not tricky in the slightest. Okay, Rufus knows. He's immediately going back, because luckily we're in the state of Misty where we do not have to kind of retrek all of Misty, because we're pretty much already at the end. But both runners are now in the same area. They have to get the same pickup. Who's gonna get it first?
This is anybody's race now at this point. It looks like Rufus is gonna try his darndest to get this, grenade jump to work. Meanwhile, it looks like Sunny was able to successfully double bash the shot, but he unfortunately double bashes himself into the ceiling. He's gonna need to try to lure another one over here. And Rufus is still trying to get a grenade jump set up to land himself into that spot. A very, very tight grenade jump, but he is not stopping. He's going to keep trying. Both runners trying their hardest here. This is so stressful.
Who knew it'd come down to just this one pickup? Like, this is it. This is all it's come down to. And I believe Sunny's save is to the left of the dash key. Every time he's respawning, he doesn't have dash. Will he remember that?
Oh, that's a good point. That could be very big if he forgets that, I didn't grab it that time. If I was him, I'd probably, rekindle that real quick. But we'll see what he decides to do. Meanwhile, Rufus is still trying to get this grenade jump. I wonder if at any point it's going to cross his mind, I need to come back here with, a double jump or a bash. Oh, looks like, okay, Sunny's got it. Oh, he bonks it again. Oh man, even with bash, it's like so difficult. I'm wondering at one point, will Sunny make the choice that Rufus did and skip this? I don't know. He's going for, okay, he let the shot fall a little bit more. And he keeps hitting this slight vertical edge of this branch here, the right side of this wall, because it's really hard to see. It's really dark in here too. Like, we can't see where these walls are. Okay, Rufus is on the right side. I think this is where the grenade jump position is. It's below that mortar worm, near the bottom right edge. Sunny's continuing up here. Oh my goodness, looks good. And yes, he's got his Sunstone. All right, Sunny finally getting that Sunstone find. Oh man, his heart's probably going a mile a minute here. He has no idea where Rufus is. He has no idea that Rufus is unfortunately having to struggle with this grenade jump to get this Sunstone. He has no idea that he even put in the Gumon, the Gumon seal vanilla. He's rushing to the final escape now. He has no idea what the state of the race is. But he's going to be our first runner to head over to the final escape with both Bash and Dash as well. He's looking in a really good spot here, poised to take this race. And man, you just got to feel bad for Rufus.
Yeah, Rufus played this so well. I had no idea that it could potentially come down to this Misty pickup. It's just such a not nice execution to get here. Yeah, Sunny did remember to get Dash before he went in here. So Sunny is well enough in the lead here. And, you know, it's just like, yeah, again, just sucks to see because Rufus played incredibly aggressive to get to the left side when he did. And it looks like he
out of there.
Alt Rs. You hate to see something like that happen.
Dang. And now Rufus is going to have to hope that he finds something. You know, he's going to need probably not 600, experience. You know, he's going to need a double jump. He's going to need a bash. Those are the only two things that could potentially get him over there.
Yeah, you said it. It looks like even then the grenade jumps came kind of bit Rufus in the end. He had some really nice grenade jumps through the left side, but when he needed them most, they did not work out. So meanwhile, Sunnymuffin's doing his last trick in the escape door warp, is opting to just have some violence here, murder a little worm mini boss to gain his access to the final escape. And his final escape should be a pretty nice breeze. Bash, dash, grenade jumps. No clean water, sadly. Not this time, but still a great escape. And he has lots of health for it, too.
Yeah, he should have a nice little time. He's taking the time to check the validation experience over here. Of course, now his run is verified. He doesn't really need anything else, but, just deciding to take a quick peek over there and see what it was. And Rufus, he's opting to go back over to Valley, it looks like. I wonder if he's going to decide to, throw some more attempts at this grenade jump. While he's doing that, while he's deciding what's going to go on, Sunny is going to be starting his final escape. Again, Sunny has no idea if Rufus is currently holding right. So, he's going to blaze his way through here with those charge dashes, make his way up through this other cavern here. He's going to set up for a grenade jump across this lava pillar. Very nicely done, stomping his way through that floor. Going to make his way back down here into the elemental room with Bash. This room is nice and easy. Going to dash his way over here. He's going to come down here to take his dip in the water. And, after bashing a couple fish out of the way and avoiding some falling rocks, he's going to be finishing up here in just a few minutes.
Yeah, have to wait and see. He has this Kuro trigger here that he can, glide over. Very nicely done. And just has to cross a few potential boulders. Not using Bash. Does he realize he has Bash? That's all right. Okay, setting up for this final grenade jump here on the wall to skip essentially the first half of this cutscene here. Is opting to go for it. He gets it.
He gets it. GG.
A very nicely done race. A crazy one too. You had no idea. We had no idea. It come down to just that pickup in
that
Misty.
one pickup. Yeah, the absolutely bonkers way that this race was decided, and really, really unfortunate on Rufus's end. Deciding to not go into Forlorn, thinking, I don't need anything there, and just deciding to make his way through Misty. Really feel like Rufus made all the right calls, maybe, for most typical seeds, but was unfortunately punished by the randomizer. And meanwhile, Sunny is just going to be holding right here, and he's going to be finishing up in just under a minute or so, and he will be our first place winner today. He will stay alive in this tournament.
Yeah, specifically, he will be moving on to the lower bracket round 3 to face the 24 seed Appletree, who is actually our restreamer here tonight. So that's a nice one here. Apple doing this to scout out her own competition. I like it.
Yes. Sunny's going to be finishing up here in just a moment. Rufus deciding to continue up here in Valley, looking for something. And we have it there, folks. 52:09. Final time by Sunnymuffin. GG's. Well played to him.
Yeah, that was a crazy, crazy seed, a crazy finish. And also, again, some really good reads for Sunny. opting to head to Forlorn because he knew that logically it was in access. And also, but again, pulled off some really nice grenade jumps through both the left side here, as well as kind of the right side. We had a kind of an early grenade jump seed, so he had some good work here.
Absolutely. And now we have the man himself on deck, Sunnymuffin, ready to be interviewed. We're going to go ahead and pull him in here. Sunny, GG's, well played. How are you feeling after that race, my man?
I thought I was behind the entire time.
Explain why, kind of through your mindset here. Why do you feel that way?
I took some really, really dumb deaths in the early game, like particularly around Spider Sack area. And there was nothing in Spider Sack area, which I was like, I tried to make the decision whether to go into Gumo's hideout or go up through Swamp. And I made the wrong choice. And then, yeah, it just took forever. And like, I don't look at the race time when I'm racing. So I just like completely thought that he had finished 15 minutes ago. But
yeah, unfortunately, the race deciding skill was in fact Bash. Rufus had everything that you had going into Misty and made his way over to that one singular pickup that he could not grab and just had to hope and pray that it was not the Sunstone. He actually made his way up, collected the next two pickups, and saw that it was the Sunstone, and was unfortunately unable to collect it at that point. So GG's to you, Sunnymuffin. We actually also have Rufus on deck, and he is opting to be interviewed. We're going to go ahead and pull him in as well. GG's, Rufus. Really unfortunate way that ended, but, you know, GG's all the same.
Thanks, GG.
Yeah, definitely. Romulus kind of alluded to it earlier. I feel like definitely could kind of get into it for kind of both perspectives here. I guess starting with Sunny or Victor, kind of your thought process through kind of the left side and especially that Misty pickup.
So I'm not like very comfortable at all with the end of Misty, and like I don't remember skills needed to get any of those pickups. So I was like, I just need to be really thorough and make sure that I get everything. And I did not think that pickup was so hard to get with the double bash, but it wound up taking me like 5 minutes, which was bad. But because like normally you have double jump there.
Right. On the other end, Rufus, how about your kind of personal your personal thoughts about that pickup in Misty?
Yeah, I'm still curious if it's possible with the moveset I had or not, but my thought process was pretty much, if it's not possible and I have to leave Misty, I don't think there's any way I win this. And so I just was going for it and trying to figure it out until finally it was just like, well, this is never going to happen, so.
No, yeah, definitely. I do believe there is a possible grenade jump spot, but it's probably like one that only like Muffin knows, and you know. So
right, yeah.
Definitely no fault to say I don't even know if this is possible. Yeah, definitely. I guess kind of a more general question for Rufus. You finished up your right side trees and just immediately said, I have a possible way to get to left side, and you just kind of went for it. What was your thought process there? Kind of being aggressive.
Yeah, so it was definitely possible to do everything with the skill set I had. I guess that one pickup I didn't consider. But other than that, like I know that I can do the escape with that. So to me, it was a go mode, but it's one that I don't like. And I just figured I have to do it. Like I just thought the race would be close enough that if I didn't play aggressively like that, I would lose. So I went for it.
Yeah, we definitely knew about your statement that you didn't really want to see grenade jumps, but even though we did get them, you had some amazing treks through both that kind of access to valley, not even needing a zombie ori to get through there, and just everything else on that left side was just so nice. Again, just that one Misty pickup kind of was kind of the brick wall there, but it was really well done.
Thank you.
Romulus, any questions?
Yeah, so going back a little bit further in the seed, we had our very first clue of the run that Sunstone was in Misty. So Rufus, starting with you, when you saw that clue, I believe you already had the water vein? What were you thinking when you saw that the Sunstone was in Misty and that you wouldn't need to full clear, for example, like Valley or Sorrow?
Yeah, just kind of going back to what I was saying a second ago. It was from that basically that point that I was kind of looking like, okay, it's probably not going to take that many skills to be a go mode, and I was really dreading it. Like this seed was very uncomfortable for me because it felt like a really early go mode, but like I've kind of talked about, it's not my favorite go mode, and so it was like the things kept piling up. So it was like, okay, it's just in Misty, and then I have Feather, and I have Wind Restored, and I have Grenade Jumps, and it's like, yeah, like there's nothing stopping me from doing Misty. And you probably could tell this with my leveling. Like I was sitting there and like going towards the blue tree and the purple tree, and I just really wanted to go purple tree because I wanted to get to Sense to get better pickups, but I knew that going towards Ultra Defense was the better play because I was going to just need to be able to damage boost with the current sets I have. So I had this like internal conflict of like wanting to pick up more, but telling myself, no, if you do that, you're just going to waste time. You need to be going for this because it's totally doable.
Yeah,
which definitely. I suppose I was wrong.
I guess so in this case, but it's definitely an understandable thought process on your end. So, Sunny, question for you. You decided to go into Forlorn, and you were rewarded pretty handsomely with a bash. What was your thought process when you decided to go into Forlorn, and how did you feel when you found that bash pickup?
Well, I had a similar thought process to Rufus, except I did not think the escape was doable because no Sea Flame to do the grenade jump in the elemental room. So you'd have to take 2 damage boosts. So I was like, okay, I need to keep digging. And then Forlorn, like if I have access to Forlorn, I'm doing Forlorn. It didn't pay off in my last seed, but it paid off in this one. So
yeah, that's definitely interesting. We also got word that double jump was also in Forlorn. It was below near the spider. So Forlorn had everything else we needed apparently. So man, something like that always ends up happening. But again, really well played. Amazing race. You'll have to both watch it back to see where you both were at certain points. You'll be surprised to see. But yeah, again, well done. I guess first question over to Rufus. Unfortunately, with this loss, you're out of the tournament. But kind of overall, how did you kind of feel about your kind of tourney run as well as what you might be doing in the future for Ori?
Yeah, definitely. Like, I'm not so upset over the loss necessarily, just with how this last race played out. I would have wished to have played better. But because I was improving a lot and still improving up until this race, so I wish I could have kept going and shown that off a little bit more. But still having fun with the random, so I'll definitely still be playing it. Probably not pushing as hard as I have in the last couple of weeks, but just having more fun.
Yeah, totally. No, I mean we saw it. We saw definitely a lot of practice and paying off there. It was really, really, really well done and looked really clean movement overall. So again, big props. I guess on the other hand, Sunnymuffin, you are continuing on to the lower bracket round 3. You are facing up against our restreamer here, the 24th seed Apple Tree. Any thoughts about kind of both your tournament performance so far and specifically that matchup?
I'm happy with my performance so far. I think I accomplished my goal of winning one match. As far as Apple Tree, she's really good and doesn't make big mistakes. So I'm going to need to play really, really clean to have any shot. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I cannot wait. And I believe that no more questions here. That will do it. So again, really well done for both of our runners here. And we have a lot more Ori coming up. Isn't that right, Rom?
Yes, indeed we do. We have a few matches. Tomorrow, Monday, August 23rd, we have our first match starting at 7 p.m. That'll be Poogle versus Arrow Razor. That match, the channel, we don't know what channel it will be streamed on yet. As well as our second race, we don't know what channel that one will be on either. That one will actually be myself versus Gecko. So both of those should be some pretty interesting races. As well as that, we have a couple matches spread out throughout the rest of the week. So definitely stay tuned. And yeah, we have a lot more Ori for this entire tournament bracket to go. We hope you've all been enjoying it so far. And we just want to take a real quick second to thank both Fox Diamond and Lion, who were helping out with the tracking, as well as Apple on the restream. We'd also like to thank everybody for watching, and we hope you all have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much.